welcome and greetings, clobberers all out there. What's up, my friends? It is Wednesday night, wild card, as in wild card Wednesday night. Welcome, everyone, to Clobberin Times issue number 332. 1032 overall. Now, let me know if you guys are even hearing me out there. I'd appreciate it because I don't know. I never really know. Just have to guess at it. So I hope you are. And I will watch for that. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. I hope you're all having a great week. We're hitting the middle of it. Been a busy ass, rough one for me, but a good one. JT Kirk, thank you for that, buddy. Thank you, D-Bud. Let's see here. So, thank you, J-Man, buddy. So, let's see here. Athena follower, hello there. Thank you for being here. You said you hadn't been here for a while. Well, it is good to see you. I'm always happy to see you and all of my wonderful friends out there. D-Bud, Martin, the man of iron. Bro, good to see you. J-Man, buddy. Capital idea you had today. Absolutely. I can't wait because I miss hanging out with you and talking with you guys. I hope you guys over there at the great J-Man channel are doing well. You are extraordinary. Those guys, of course, please, if you haven't already, please go over to that channel and check it out. GT Kirk. Excuse me. JT Kirk. What is up, my friend? It is great to see you. Chris Persia, the master of the Canadian wrench. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Always, always. Comic Relief Crusader. What's up, buddy? I got to lurk a little bit to you guys. Guys sounded like you had a good stream, you and our good buddy Raymond. But I was out and about and doing other stuff, so I didn't get to hear much of it. But I hope you guys had a great stream over there on Raymond's King Dolphin TV. Let's see here. And yeah, it's good to be here with you all. Let's see. Some show notes. Show notes. Of course, as you all know, tomorrow night, join us for Clobby's Clubhouse. The gang's all here and always will be here. My wonderful first officer, R.M. Briggs, and our great chief engineer, Mark D. with us. See the Trinity will be here, hanging and doing geeky stuff and even nerdy stuff, from what I understand. And big shout out to the great Mark D. with us and the great Lord Thoth for this wonderful evening that we had reviewing Wolverine. It was a ton of fun. I don't know if we did a good job at it or not, but I sure enjoyed it, and I think we did okay. And I think we covered it really pretty well. I hope we did. Who knows? You do these shows the way you do them. So I had a great deal of fun. That's all that matters to me, and I want to thank those two august gentlemen for that. Great, splendid fellows. And Saturday night, Star Trek, this past Saturday night, of course, our wonderful first officer had to take a bit of a sabbatical, but she is back and she had things to do. And we are back we were here. Of course, we had by the way, what a great time we had, even though we weren't reviewing episodes. And of course, we missed Raquel. We love her. We had a great time, Mark D and I, just talking starships and ideas for Star Trek shows and all that stuff with you all. Everyone who showed up, I just can't thank you enough. You were all terrific. And we're back in the saddle Saturday night with four more episodes. Well, one's a two-parter, but you know what I mean. And I am looking forward to that. It's going to be some great fun. Fun, frolics, and frivolity for all. And let's see here. This is Open Talks up. This day, all kind of things happened to me. But this day, my younger brother was born on this day in 1966. Yes, younger than me. And one of my all-time favorite comic book artists and one of the all-time great comic book artists, period. I mean, it's not even debatable. The great Gil Kane was born on this day in 1926. And I thought I'll mention him here and talk about him here a little bit late. But tomorrow on the big on the show tomorrow, we'll go into a little bit more about it. But Gil Kane, born Eli Katz, 1926, is one of the masters of comic book art. Needless to say, he is in the Clobberin Times Hall of Fame, Comic Book Hall of Fame. The Clobberin Times Mark C. Comic Book Hall of Fame is the Comics Creators Hall of Fame is the long title there. And Gil Kane, I mean, I show his art pretty much every time. Excuse me. I mean, every time I do a Spinning Rack Time Machine video, you're seeing Kane work because he did so many covers. If one day it's tallied, and I don't think it'll be humanly possible, if it is tallied, who's done the most covers, just in the Bronze Age alone, Kane would be up there at the top. Kirby, of course, Cardi, all two guys with a K and another guy with a C. But yes, so the KKC. Whoa, close there. But it would be Kirby, Kane, Cardi, and of course Ramit, a few others, of course, sure. But it's at least within the realm of possibility that Gil Kane has done more covers in the silver and actually mostly in the Bronze Age to just about anybody, or he is in that discussion. Again, I don't know if it's been tallied up. And of course, he was an artist that would do interiors too. There's some artists that did kind of specialized in covers, but he could do all these great covers. And hey, many of those for Marvel. Of course, and then in the 80s, of course, when he switched over to DC. But again, he went back to DC, I should say, because he was all over the place. This is, Kane was, he got his start in different areas, of course, but it's just if you just want to start with the Silver Age, he started at National, a.k.a. DC, and then, of course, went to, Ichi did some work for Tower Comics too, the Thunder Agents and things like that, and of course a lot of Marvel stuff. Then back to DC. Your Muslim uncle, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. And I just love it. I mean, his art is very special to me. I tell you, it would be tough for me to pick. And again, if you got any Kane fans here. Picking a favorite cover of his, that'd be impossible for me. Picking my favorite body of his work, or like in terms of his, his interior work, man, that would be tough as well. I love his Green Lantern. I did like his run on Superman was very stylized. I love His Name is Savage. That's like a one shot, really. He had a great run on the Hulk. Of course, his run on the Atom. His run on Spider-Man. I mean, take your pick. Conan. I'm not talking about covers either in this case. He had long runs on Conan, Spider-Man, Hulk, Green Lantern, of course, the Atom, and many, many others. Starhawks. Just incredible. So many others. Prolific beyond belief. And I was fortunate enough to meet Gil Kane twice, and he was a very nice man, and but erudite, and he would say what he wanted to say though. Oh, D-Bud, it's impossible. I mean, I might, as I did with Kirby on Kirby's last year on Kirby's birthday, I did a special show with my wonderful friend Purple Valkyrie where we just looked at 100 great Kirby covers. It was tough to, single out 100. I mean, 100 just was just not cutting it. So for tomorrow night, I may do something special and just pick out 50 great Gil Kane covers. If I can get it done by then, maybe 25, maybe 50. I'll try just to look at, because man, I could easily do 100. But choosing them, it's just insane. It was insane choosing Kirby covers. I mean, there are too many. And I think, but Kane, he may have done, I don't know if he's done, he hasn't done more covers than Kirby, but he's been up there. I mean, some of these ones I did for the Spinner Rack this week, for example. Let's see, let's find, I know there was a couple Kane covers just for these. Nope. Nope, of course. Nope. Kirby. Here's the Kane one right here. Even Vinnie Coletta doesn't ruin this cover. Oh, Athena. Yeah, look. Hell yeah. I mean, Gil Kane's done it all. I mean, yeah, you're right. Oh, he's done too many to just mention off the top of your head. Another Gil Kane cover. This is just this week alone. If any of you saw my Spinner Rack Time Machine video that dropped yesterday, the first one, the second. Today. Sorry, my this week's week 1 of April video, Spinner Rack Time Machine video dropped today, and just this week, April 1972. Listen to me on the Gil Kane covers we had just this week. We have 1, excuse me, 2, 3. So just 3 alone right there. And there'll be more every week. There are Kane covers. I mean, he was working his ass off that. And yes, he was doing some interior stuff at that point. Yes, sure, no question about it. But man, the covers, man, they provided steady work. Man had to work. It's not like he was making any money on the things he helped to create. He was getting page rates, folks. So, man had to work. He was prolific, and a lot of these, he had inkers. I was looking at some Kane stuff today. Anyone ever bought Captain Action, the comic based on the toy back in the 60s he did for DC? 5 issues. Jim Shooter, of all people, wrote it. Inked by Wally Wood. Wow. Kane inked by Wood, which were some of the, I think some of the Thunder Agent stuff as well. So talk about incredible. I love it. Let's see here. In fact, EP. Yeah, we'll probably just do more Gil Kane stuff tomorrow night when even though today is his birthday, but let's see what else is going on out there, my friends. Anything going on well with you? Anything you'd like to mention? I see Athena was talking earlier about the Avengers. And you were talking about Jocasta, were you not? Man, you know what? It's been a long time since I've read those. I know what you're talking about. Phantom Outsider, what's up, dude? Excuse me. So, I love that era, but Athena, I haven't gone back and read those in quite some time. Another project that I have, because I'm getting so excited about all these comics review shows that I'm doing. I'm having so much fun with them. I want to review so much stuff that it's going to be forever. So, and some of those old Avengers arcs from the 70s are a couple I wanted to kind of like do the Korvac saga. Maybe I might, do the Kree Skrull War, the Avengers Defenders War thingy. Who knows? Excuse me. So, while I remember Jocasta well, I don't remember precisely what you're talking about in those stories because I have not read them in a while. But that does make me want to read those. It's tough to choose what to review next. But let's see here. In fact, that's the thing. If any got, you could all make suggestions. I think I'm going to pull one off the wall. And I believe next Monday night I am going to review. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to review. What am I going to review? Can anyone guess what I'm going to review? Well, if you guess, tell me. But I think I know what it is. Find me a picture of it. I'm going to search for the picture of what I'm going to review. I just wanted to do something different. If you know what I mean. Something different. Let me find the there it is. Okay. Let's just pull something way out of there. Let's see here. Review a great Star Trek TOS comic, not the crappy Dark Horse TNG stuff. I don't know if Dark Horse ever did TNG, but I think who was that? Malibu or somebody? But yeah, no, I hear you, and that is a plan also. As soon as I'm able to get that, there's a comic I want to get to Raquel that I'm going to send her. That is a TOS comic, JT, and we're going to review it. Marvel 2-in-1 issues 92 and 93, The Death of Jocasta. I remember those. I'll have to. I have all the. I have those. I need to put them up. The IDW ones. I haven't read the IDW ones of TNG. JT Kirk, but I can imagine they're pretty crappy. I mean, they've done some good Trek, but so here's what I'm going to review. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger and make this decision. I'm going to review this. Just pull something out of nowhere. I'm going to review Batman versus the Hulk. Yes, sir. I don't know if I'll be able to get too many pictures of it, but I'll try. I don't have a digital of it, but I have the treasury, of course. And anybody who wants to come on, anyone who knows this book, I don't know. I mean, I'll put the feelers out there, see if I can find someone to do it with me. I know, but if not, I'll just do it. What the hell? I'll just do it myself at my regular time. But I love this comic, but I have not read this comic in a long time. And I've been wanting to go back and reread it. And now a good reason would be to review it. So I think that's what I'm going to do, just for the hell of it. Classic Comics Review 2, Classic Comics Reviews in a row. What the hell, huh? What the hell? That's what I'm going to probably do. By the way, anyone see my new Star Trek shirt, everybody? I just got this in from TeePublic, my new shirt. Funky, ain't it? Gold key. The smacks of gold key. D-Bud, had read that one? Oh, I got you. I really enjoyed it. And it's been quite some time since I've gone back and revisited it. So to see it through today's eye, I don't know. But I remember really liking it. It was a crazy off-the-wall story. So anyone like my new Trek shirt? Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to wear it to the con that it came in just in time for the con I'm going to on Saturday. Excuse me. The con I'm going to on Saturday. Yeah. Thank you, JT. It's very old fashioned. I used to laugh my ass off at these old gold key covers with the Enterprise having fire coming out of the nacelles. I just thought it was funny. I had to get that one. Well, Athena, I know where you're. I guess I know where you're coming from, but it's been a while since I've read that, so I can't really comment on it. I mean, probably not since it came out, to be honest. So I'd have to go back and read that. Yeah, it's the simple thing sometimes. Just a little geek shirt. I'm hooked on geek shirts. I have millions upon millions of them, various sizes because of various eras. And I realize though most of them are superhero stuff. I don't have enough. I mean, I just don't have enough Star Trek ones. I have a couple, but I think I just needed another Star Trek shirt. It was need was there, and they were having a sale on TeePublic. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah. So, oh man. Yeah, what the hell? That could be my avatar for a while. Yeah. Man, it's tough to choose with all those shirts, aren't it? Of Batman, Hulk, J-Man? That would be cool. And you're welcome to review it with me if you care about that comic. I mean, I know that's very late for you. Although I'd be willing to, go back and do an earlier time if you're game. But I mean, it's like I said, it's not a biggie. But yeah, that is cool. I do appreciate that. I have the obviously I have the Treasury Edition. I have a Treasury Edition collection that I'm very proud of. Yeah. Well, Phantom Outsider having a very and Athena are having a very interesting discussion. But I can't chime in. I haven't read that in so long. Hey, if you want to do it, Jay, man, I know it's just short notice, but if you let me know, and I'll move the show back to the time because I don't have no problem adjusting it for the reviews. I don't know. I've been wanting to reread that for a long time, so I thought I would throw a surprise in there. I mean, I thought about just doing the crossovers in order, but what the hell? We're just gonna jumble them up. This is such an odd one. Wow. So, anyway. Gil Kane, man, I tell you what, I'm trying to. Anyone who in here is a fan, do you have a favorite work of Gil Kane? I mean, I have. I can't even. I love his Spider-Man run. I love his Green Lantern run. That's the thing, man. There's so many. And again, yeah, the covers are fantastic, but he did all kind of great interior stuff. I love his Sword of the Atom miniseries. First one especially. Starhawks. And Starhawks was amazing. I used to get Amazing Heroes, and of course they would reprint the Starhawks and Star Wars strips in that. His Name is Savage. Great stuff. I still have I don't have the original His Name is Savage. It had a bronze. It had Lee Marvin on the cover by, I guess it was it Bob Larkin or Joe Jusko or whoever, I can't remember, from the 60s. But in these 80s, they did a reprint of that with a Gil Kane cover. Of course, Gil Kane did the interior. It's one of his most famous works that was not Marvel or DC, very adult book called His Name is Savage. Anyone ever remember that? Let me pull that up. Is Savage. There it is. It was a novel, sort of a novel. It was by Archie Goodwin. And Gil Kane. And man, what a piece of work this thing was. Bump, 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 bump. By the way, everyone, you have to excuse me. I'm having withdrawals because I finally got to the end of UFO and I'm really bummed out. Really bummed out. D-Butt says, I was showing my copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 89 on Nick's a couple of weeks ago. The fight scene with Dr. Octopus was such a great example of Kane's dynamic work. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So anyone ever remember this one? His name is Savage. There's the original cover, the green one. The one where he looks like Lee Marvin. Man, that's so. It's like it's a comic and an illustrated novel type thing. If you look at some of the pages here. Then they did a reprint of it in the 80s because this was from like maybe 60, I want to say like late 60s at some point this thing came out. And I never could get the original. I think it's pretty expensive, but I had this cover right here. And it's pretty damn good. Ah, man, some great Gil Kane work there. Latvia. Wasn't Kane born in I know you meant Latvia. I can't remember, to be honest with you, but I could sure look it up for you. Now that I'm there to that page anyway. Yep, Latvia. That's right. Riga, Latvia. Yeah. And his real name was Eli Katz. He was born Eli Katz. Yeah, I'm very familiar with Latveria, Phantom, so therefore I knew you were joking, buddy. You can, it's okay. You don't have to explain it. You're good there. You're solid. You don't have to explain a Latveria joke, dude. I mean, do so if you feel better. It makes you feel better, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, if it makes you, feel good, sure. But he was Latvian, and his name was Eli Katz. But now it's Gil Kane. Well, he'll ever be forever remembered as Gil Kane. Same way as Kirby was Jakob Kurtzberg. So, there you go there. But that is an interesting discussion about Jakoska, though. I just never, like I said, it's been so long since I read that damn thing. Read anything with her. Now, Athena, I will have to go back and read those Marvel 2-in-1s. The Thing teaming up with Jocasta. I remember that. Ron Wilson, right? I think I'll save most of the Kane talk for tomorrow night. That'll be my segment. And I'll put on a Kane show. Maybe I'll come up with as many covers as I can from Gil. Yeah, Doom actually approved of him. That's right. That's right, dude. Let's see. There we go. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Yep. So let's see here. Got everything there. Well, man, I guess look, ain't much going on tonight, is there? It's an open night, so I don't really have much going on. I got to admit, I've been busy so much trying to get videos done and get work done that there really hasn't been much chance. I mean, I wanted to try to do a topic tonight, but hey, I was kind of topicked out, to be honest. Very, very tired. But let's see here. What else? What's going on in the world of geekness today? Oh yes. Did anyone see anyone watching Moon Knight? Are any of you guys? I mean, you're probably not watching, and I don't think you would watch such a thing. Yes, Athena follower. I keep saying Fowler for some reason. Oh, J-Man's watching it. Athena, yes, the Doctor Strange is coming out. I saw that trailer. Oh boy, I'm gonna watch it. But yes, J-Man. So far, I might shock you, but I don't dislike Moon Knight yet. The Catman, aka D.D. Miners, good to see you. Yeah, J-Man, that's the thing. But we're only 2 episodes in, and I'm not disliking it yet. There are things it does to get on my nerves, and there are things I kind of like. Good to see you there, Catman. D-Man's watching D-Bud's watching Peacemaker. Guy, I got you. I watched that. Yeah. I don't have much of an opinion yet on. I'm surprised. I know it's a shocker on Moon Knight yet, other than I thought this episode was a little bit better than the first one. Yeah, the second episode, I mean. Athena, I have not seen Morbius. It's one of those movies I just didn't care about. I think my buddy J-Man has, and I didn't get to see J-Man's review of it either. Did you review it, J-Man? Because I'm so out of it. If you did, I'd like to see your review and know what you thought about it. I don't know, but I have not seen it yet. I've never. Let me tell you something. I used to almost go see every single superhero movie or comic book related movie there is, but even I didn't go see. Give it a 6, okay? Even I didn't see Venom because I don't care about him. I mean, to the point of just not even giving a shite. And I didn't see Venom 2, and I didn't see Morbius. Now, do I care about Morbius? Not really. I mean, I don't give a crap about Morbius. Never cared about him in the comics. Never had anything against him either. Whereas I really kind of don't like Venom very much, to be honest with you. But I never. JD Lewis, good to see you, buddy. I never really was that excited about him either. It was an okay in that one of those great early on comics. Morbius was better than Venom, both movies, says J-Man, folks. And I trust him more than I trust a lot of critics. So, Chris Perzer says, I watched the first episode of Moon Knight. It wasn't horrible, merely too many scenes of the same trope. Yes. I was going to watch the second episode after this stream. Oh, well, I don't want to, influence anything here, Chris. My concern was, would the second episode push the story forward or stand still doing the same old shite? And I think it dilly-dallied for a while, if you will. I think it was trying to go forward and was a little clumsy about it at first, but I kind of like the way it all ended up. Now, again, we'll see what next week happens. It's still MCU, but they didn't really MCU it this. I mean, they had the one scene people complained about. I didn't think that was much to complain about. I mean, the girl, I don't know, she might end up whipping everybody's ass. I mean, there are things in there that concern me, red flags. But my thing is, last week, after a while, the little Oscar Isaac's little cutesy British accent, the loser dork act, got really tiresome really fast for me. I think he's a great actor. That's not what Stephen Grant is supposed to be anyway. But I haven't read any of a lot of that modern Moon Knight crap that everyone thinks. Again, it might be maybe it's good. Maybe not calling it crap is not right. But I liked Moonlight from the the 70s and 80s, and I didn't really care for him much beyond then. I didn't read a lot of his comics after that. So all this stuff with his 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 personality disorder and all that stuff is not something that I ever kept track of. Chris says, "Don't worry, Club Spoiler. Have you ever? However, you have to answer a question. Were you watching the Peacemaker series? I did watch Peacemaker. I watched it all. I did, Chris. Yes. The answer is yes, sir. And I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it. It's one of those things that, especially after the first few episodes, I was getting kind of tired of it. I thought it got a little bit better, but for the most part, everything James Gunn, ever since The Suicide Squad and this, I feel like I have to take a damn shower after I watch it. There are things about it that bother me, but I thought it was okay. It was enjoyable enough. But on Moon Knight, the first episode, I thought it was pretty well done, pretty enjoyable. It was setting things. Look, the first episode, you got to cut it some slack. Any first episode, some slack. As long as they're not throwing a bunch of woke garbage at you or being, a bunch of stupid shite, you give it some breathing room to set its story up. And it did. It was an okay setup episode, I thought. Nothing great, certainly nothing bad. I don't know if she's Marlena, J.D. Lewis. I think she's some newer character, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, I think Peacemaker's funny though, but it's just like, whoa, man. But I don't know, just me, but I like it. All right, but I probably never watch it again. If that tells you, I don't know what that tells you, because usually if I really, really love something, I watch it multiple times over and over again. Like I'm going through serious withdrawals right now because I got to the end of UFO and I loved it so much. And I just killed me for that to end. I'm going to go back and do a rewatch. And Raquel's like done three rewatch. I think 3 full watches already of Raquel. She's for UFO. She's nuts about it. And I'm bumming out now that that it's over. Only 26 episodes. That sucks. But on Moon Knight, the second episode, Steven was a little less annoying for me. We started. I'll give some points to the second episode. A Phantom Outsider UFO is on. It's for free on YouTube right now. Just try to, if you can. If you watch it on there, try to find the production order. It makes a lot more sense. They're good copies. They're great copies off of YouTube, but they're taken from, I don't know, a DVD set or something that has it in the original air date order, which was all out of whack. So, and we could I'll get you the production order if you want it. So, I thought the second episode at least started to get to the point. It was a little bit more intense. Oh, they have UFO on Amazon Prime in Canada. Ah, cool. You like it, Catman? Cool. I don't know if we have it here on Prime, but it's free on YouTube right now. Nope. Now that I've said that, they'll probably take it off. But so on Moon Knight, I thought the second episode did flow better. We had to meet the girl and all that stuff. She wasn't too horrible or annoying so far. We learned the story progresses. The story, moves. It's so far, I have no problem with the first 2 episodes. I think they're okay, but again, they're all foundation. They're only going to be 6 episodes, and there's some pretty entertaining stuff at the end of this one, I thought. And I wasn't sitting there cringing the whole time like I have for every other Disney Marvel garbage show yet. W. Sorry, YET, because it is the MCU. So, yeah. I hope, like I say, I hope it just stays at least entertaining. We don't know when the other shoe's going to drop, but I'm sure they're going to start doing some dumb stuff. A couple hints in this one got me kind of concerned, believe it or not. But we'll see. We'll see. And I'm going to be as fair to it as I possibly can. Right now, I think the show's okay, but it's only 2 episodes. You can't judge one by the first one. And hey, Eric K., what's up, buddy? Good to see you there, Brunswicher. You can't really judge by 1 episode or even 2, really, the way they make shows today. So we will see. And speaking of bad TV shows, well, that's a good show so far. Okay. But speaking of terrible TV shows, did anyone ever guess we all saw how P. Hard they're only midway through the second season of the horrible P. Hard show. Excuse me. I don't know if that was wrong with me today. I hiccuped on something. Anyway. Good point, JT. You have to ask them. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. So, they released, as you probably have all are now probably aware, a teaser trailer for season 3. What show releases a teaser trailer in the middle of for its next season, in the middle of a season that is only halfway through? Not at the end of the season, which they always do. Halfway through. Easy answer. A show that is desperate, that is garbage, that nobody is watching except idiots like me to review it. And I don't even review it. I just want to talk about it, and I'm glutton for punishment. But other than some of us who hate watch it and a few sycophants who will suck up anything with the title Star Trek on it, even when it's not Star Trek, and they like any old garbage like that. Outside of that, nobody's watching it. It's not highly rated. It never trends. Nobody gives a flying crap about P-Hard, okay? They just don't. So now they're going to put, and that's probably a bait and switch, but they're going to put the whole, almost the whole cast back next year, next season, and there's no question in my mind that it will generate some, interest, or at least curiosity, and there'll be some people who will just be over the moon about it. J.D. Lewis says, Doug Minch once said in an interview that Moon Knight was DC's version of the Shadow. He is a lot more like the Shadow, although when he's dressed up as Moon Knight, he's kind of like Batman in a sense. But yes, I agree with that. He is more like the Shadow with all the multiple personalities and stuff like that. Well, multiple identities. Now they're personalities. I don't know why. I don't know. They did put one actor's name in there. They didn't include Will Wheaton in the names credits. The trailer. Well, they'll probably still squeeze stupid ass Will Wheaton in an episode. They'll throw the boy a bone. They just didn't want to chase everybody off even more by putting a stupid name on there. They got enough problems. They probably said, "Look, Will, we'll let you join for a little bit, but fans don't like you. We've pissed off enough people already." I'm kidding. They didn't say that. They don't have the awareness to say that, but I'm saying it'll be. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd said, we don't want to put Wheaton's name on here. We're trying to get people to watch. And even those casual idiots who do that should probably hate Wesley Crusher. I don't know. Who doesn't hate Wesley Crusher? Chuck Lee. Yes, Chuck Lee. We were talking about the old Jerry Anderson UFO series that I had only seen a couple times back in the 80s until this past week when I watched them all, and a few of us have watched them all and really, really enjoyed it. And it's good to see you here, Chuck Lee. Thank you. Well, you know what? Eric K., I hope they do a Wesley show. I heard they may do it. Well, look, would you put it past him? Would you put it past him to do a Wesley show? I wouldn't. Why not? Why not? Yeah. But I'll probably, since there's nothing else to watch, I'll probably go back and watch UFO again. Get a second watch where I can watch it in the production order, because I went about halfway through without doing the production order. Oh, boy. Clobberin times. I cannot wait till you and Mark watch that Wesley show. Well, look, let me tell you something. You joke around, it's just going to happen probably. Look, they can't even. They only got, 3 shows out this year, and they're all garbage, of course. But in all seriousness, on the one hand, you wouldn't put it past them. Chuck Lee says, Gil Kane's, yes, Gil Kane's one of the greats. Love him. Today would have been his birthday. Eli Katz is the man. Let's see here. Okay, let's see what we have here. Athena says, I actually heard the other day, that someone on the internet said that Darth Vader needed his own spin-off movies. Why? The original Star Wars movies and the prequels are all about, but yeah, well, why would he need? I don't get why he would need that either. Yeah, you got me on that one. How about a Wesley show where he transitions to a woman? He hasn't yet. Sounds like something they would do. Yeah, it does. Yes, sir, it does, sir. JT says, TNG Captain Picard basically booted Wesley out of Starfleet for hampering the relocation of the Pueblo Indian planet. P. Hard would have just shown up and apologized to them for entering orbit. Yes, that would be spot on, sir. You're exactly right, and he probably will. Phantom Outsider says a Wesley show would actually make sense. Wesley is the hero the woke have been waiting for every episode. Wesley whines and complains. Yeah, let me tell you something. He would start to make people scream for Michael Burnham, and I don't know. Compared to Michael Burnham and Tilly, Wesley might not be as bad. It's tough. Because our buddy Mark D with a C, I was going on how horrible a character Raffi is, and she is. She's god awful. She's horrible. One of the worst characters I've ever seen. But I haven't watched that much of STD since the first season. Well, Mark couldn't have that. He couldn't let it stand because he thinks, no, Tilly's way worse. Tilly's way worse. That's Tilly as a character on STD, for those of you smart enough to not watch that show and not know it. But I'm going to get him in here. I think if he shows up tonight, I'm going to get him because he last week behind the scenes after we were off with the show, he wanted to prove his point how bad Tilly is. And he made me watch some scenes from the latest episodes. Yeah, I'm telling on you, dude. I'm going to tell. Just wait tomorrow night, folks. I'm going to tell Raquel what he did. We're gonna put Mark D in the agony booth. He made me watch Tilly, folks. He made me watch scenes from STD. Now I'm an a-hole and I probably deserve it, but wow, that's just too much. I don't know. I mean, that's too much punishment for anybody. Yeah, but what are you gonna do? That is bad of Mark, isn't it? Yeah, if he shows up, I'm going to read him the riot act over it. We're going to wait. I'm going to wait till tomorrow, and we're going to roast him. If you're hearing this, Mark D with a C, dude, if your ears are burning, or if you're lurking, tomorrow night, we're going to put you on court-martial trial. Oh my! And it's going to be Judge Raquel, hanging Judge Raquel, and we're going to put you in the agony booth. How do you plead? Yeah. Do you, the accused, have anything to say before sentence is passed upon you? Kali before the waistline expanded, STD before the entire cast cried. Yeah. Yep. Well, Wesley would be good for the crying stuff, I guess. I don't know. I think I think even he's not as bad as Raffi. I hate to say, look, you know how much I hate Wesley. Even Wesley isn't as bad as them. At least you can say he was a kid. What was their damn excuse? They act like worse kids than him. Dark Shadow Logan, what's up, buddy? Exactly. We're gonna get him. He's gonna be on trial. Chuck Lee says, I don't like the actor, but I like the character Wesley Crusher because I was his age at the time. Well, a lot of people have said that, Chuck Lee, and that's perfectly fine, dude. Look, we rag on him, and I legitimately hate him. But if anyone who likes him or anything like that, all opinions are welcome here, and that's cool. I mean, if you're a fan, that's nothing wrong with that. And stick to your guns on it. There you go. In fact, I'm actually being nice to Wesley for a change because, like I said, every time I watch, it's not, even though P Hard and STD are not real Star Trek anyway. Every time I watch that stuff, I'm like, wow, these characters are horrible. They're the worst. And that's saying something. So character that I've still watched more Raffi than I've watched Tilly, and for me, I do see what he's saying. He made his point. Tilly might be worse, but wow, Raffi is friggin'. I mean, okay, I'll let it stand. If he wants to have his Raffi, I mean, it's Tilly, but Raffi's horrible. I don't know if you all know who that is. If you haven't watched Star Trek Picard, you have my boundless admiration because you're really smart. Chris says, don't say that twice, Clobby. We can see the adult traveler Wesley make an appearance in season 3 of Petard, and I won't call him Petard since he's a robot now. Yeah, so, yeah, he might. I don't know. It won't be the same actor who played the traveler probably, but yeah. Chuck Lee liked the episodes with Wesley Crusher was the storyline. Okay. Hey, look, around here, people can like what they want to like, my friend. And I'm just pleased to see you here. Just being, like I said, as long as you have a sense of humor, and because we are pretty mean to Wesley around here, but we also don't mind who disagrees. Steve Metcham, what's up, bro? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you there, bro. Hope you're feeling better, man. So it'll be good to review more episodes. Just, we'll get back on the review track. But we had a lot of fun last week. I can't remember the percentages now, but we had 2 polls. Which do you like better? I think it was we did a poll. Which Enterprise you like better, D or E? And then I'd have to ask Mark. I think E won that one, right? Or D won. Did D win? Which one? Now I don't remember which one won. Damn it. My memory sucks. But then it was almost 50-50. And the one that surprised me, we did refit versus original. Oh, thank you, Catman. Well, good to see you there, Steve. Hope you're doing better, buddy. Then we did original versus refit, and I thought for sure original would win, but refit knocks it out a little bit. It was close, Catman, but I think both had winners, if I'm not mistaken. And I could be mistaken. Mistaken indeed. I could be. So I don't know. Anyway. Wow. So I don't really. Well, but that was fun. And we had fun just hanging out with everybody that night. But there's nothing like having Raquel here. Okay, E1. And then Refit won too, yes. I know Refit won, which I was surprised. We talked about how the 1701D doesn't look as good as other ships in the fleet. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. If you turn the saucer 90 degrees, it actually looks not bad. Then Guinan would have a bar on 10 on 10 starboard, I guess. Yep. Good point. Yeah, I mean it was all right, but I wasn't never the big fan of big fan of D's design personally. Yeah, but it was a big ship. That's for sure. That's for sure. It was big. So, and then they blew it up a few times. Weren't there like? I mean, there were a couple of D's that got destroyed, three at least that we know of. But a lot of Constitution class ships got destroyed also. So, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Well, so I'm trying to remember. All right, we had Petard. We talked about Moon Knight. Yes, and someone mentioned that Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, a bit of a teaser came out, right? Well, that was a bit of a little more of a trailer. I gotta tell you, folks, I don't know. Look, I like Sam Raimi. I hope it's good. But I just don't know. Maybe it will be. Maybe it will be. He's not always the most reliable either, but he's good. You know, he's good. He cares. So it looks very MCU to me, though. Yes, Catman. The trailer. Maybe I need to take a closer look at it. But it does kind of look MCU-ish to me. We'll see. Chuck Lee says, I always liked all of the Star Trek TV series, but never liked any of the movies. Now that I'm older, I love the Star Trek movies. My favorite Star Trek movie is Star Trek The Motion Picture. Well, Chuck, I love it. I love that movie. I hear that the 4K of that is fantastic. So says Mark the Torturer. I'm going to start calling him Mark Hamada, the Torturer. So, that is a great choice, Chuck, because a lot of people don't pick it as their favorite. It's almost my favorite too, in a sense, even though I love Wrath of Khan so much because it's the most Trekish, and it's the first one I saw. Of course, I love them. Yeah, J-Man, and I hear J-Man. They say that 4K is amazing of it. I think look, because I got a late start with Star Trek. I didn't get a chance to see it much as a kid due to circumstances beyond my control. The way it aired around here. I had brothers fighting for TV. I had to watch other stuff. I didn't get to say. I knew about it, didn't see much. And when I went to see Star Trek: The Motion Picture, all that changed. Star Trek: The Motion Picture was my gateway as a 15-year-old kid into Star Trek, and I've loved it ever since. I love it for over 40-something years now. I've been in love with Star Trek. And, of course, I recorded all the shows. We had a VCR very early on. I bought the movie when it was like 89. The VCR, a VHS of that was $89 when it first came out. We bought it. I bought a bunch of blank tapes, recorded all the series, watched it over and over and over again, made up for lost time. And yeah, so I love the motion picture. It holds a very special place in my part. I think Wrath of Khan is something I would say is objectively a better film, but the motion picture has my heart more than any of them. And I love Trek 2 and 3 and 4. Matthew Pounder, what's up, bud? Good to see you, buddy. So there's you go. But look, Doctor Strange. Look, let's hope it's good. I'm almost MCU'd out, but I will go. We'll review it because it's an MCU movie. It would be one thing if it's just Wanda in there, even though she's the movie Wanda's ruined for me because of the stupid WandaVision show, piece of garbage show. But putting America Chavez in there, yeah, well, J-Man, I don't have a lot of faith in Sam Raimi. Now, people say that Spider-Man 3 wasn't his fault. Okay, if that's 100% true, I give him a pass on that. So I have a modicum of faith, maybe, that it was the studio that screwed that movie up. Fair enough, because Spider-Man 3 is a terrible movie. Horrible. So I'll go in with a little faith in him, but then again, this is a similar situation. He's still working for idiots, just like he was when he did Spider-Man 3. In fact, worse, he's working for Kevin Feige. So that's why it's not a question, for me, it's not a question of faith in Sam Raimi. It's a question of how much Kevin Feige will let him do. And we already know that this is chock full of chicks. We all know that this could be a chickified film. And if it is, it's because of Kevin Feige. He's the MCUer. Just saying. So it may not be up to Sam Raimi. And there's the thing, J-Man, so I don't know if this is even a question of trusting Sam Raimi, because I'm with you. I trust him, I guess. But when you're going to agree to make movies for these big companies, they're going to tell you what to do. And when you got a ass like Feige calling the shots, Feige, I don't know. He's the one that's intent on MCU in this thing. And so, yeah. We will see, though. Look, give it a shot. I hope it is good. They've kind of ruined Wanda for me, but I'll kind of put up with it. I mean, she's probably going to, oh, man. I don't know. America Chavez, I hope, was only in there for 5 minutes. Oh, she sucks. Chuck Lee. As far as streaming services go, the only place I know where you can watch Star Trek, the original series, is Paramount Plus, that I know of anyway. I think they moved everything there, except for DS9 is still on Netflix, but other than that, TNG left it. TOS left it a long time ago. Athena says, is the original series on YouTube? Okay. I did not know that. Yeah, Un-America Chavez is going to be really annoying, probably. Not because of the actress, just because the character's stupid. And don't get me wrong, I've never read any comics with her in it, so I don't know much about the comics, but I've talked to people who have, and I've looked at her, and I did a lot when I first heard about her, because they were going to start sticking her in these movies. I went and tried to do some research to find out about her, and I'm like, oh, God, she's just, when a character is created for the 100% for the purpose of wokeness, that's a garbage character. I don't care. You can't save it. Five minutes is too long, but Chavez is the key to everything, and so expect more 5 minutes of her. Yeah, you're right, Chris. Yeah, she's probably going to solve everything. See, J-Man, that's crazy. You guys, Netflix Canada has all of Star Trek. Now, the only one left on Netflix here is DS9, and it'll be gone soon enough, I'm sure. But they got rid of all the other ones. So friggin' nuts. I mean, you would think the idiots who run CBS and Paramount, yeah, I know they got their little app, But they had to be making some, making some money from Netflix by having their shows on there where more people can watch it. I mean, they figure people are going to switch over there just to watch Star Trek when they could go buy it. But I mean, I don't know. Just why take it? Why take it off here but not everywhere? Athena. Well, when it comes to TOS, I'm covered. Chris, I've got all the Star Trek episodes. And so, and the movies and all of the original series. It's the other ones, other than Enterprise, that I don't have. Other than Enterprise, it's the other ones I don't have. So, yeah, I'm good on that. But of course, I'm having to find an alternate way to watch TNG to review it now. But as far as Star Trek is concerned, the original series, and the animated series, and the original movies, and Star Trek Enterprise, I'm covered. So, which better than nothing, I guess. Where'd I put that thing? Oh, there you go. I put out the wrong picture. I never bought. That's my collection of DVDs and Blu-rays and of the Trek shows that I own right there. Hey, J-Man, good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. Yeah, let me know if you can't do Batman and Hulk Monday, I'll move it back, man. It was just a thought. I'll do something else. So it's casual. But see, I never bought Next Generation. I never bought DS9. I never bought V'ger. And they're damn expensive. I mean, they've got a nice Blu-ray set of the TNG out there. I can't afford that thing. It's ridiculous. And I don't really have a big desire to own it anyway, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I would want it if I could afford it, but I have some friends helping me out getting so I could get. I have a help from a friend, and I'm going to be able to watch the episodes though. But you know what? Hey, I would probably. I mean, it would be cool to have DS9. I mean, if I don't really care that much about TNG. I don't care as much about V'ger. I love Enterprise. But, yeah, I mean, there's that 50th anniversary set right there. Or the Blu-ray of Star Trek Original Series Blu-ray, which is damn nice. D-Bud has TOS, TAS, and most of the TOS movies. And Chris, Voyager is the only series I don't have a physical copy of, and I'm too stressed about it. They will always have it on Sci-Fi Channel up here. Oh, well, there you go. DS9's last season was good. There was some good stuff in there. Yeah, I'm with you there. TOS DVD sets still refuse to acknowledge alternative factor. I don't care how many times Lazarus falls there through dimensions. If you ignore him, he eventually goes away, says Phantom Outsider. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, what are you going to do? What else we got going on? What else is going on there on the interwebs? I think we covered pretty much everything for this wild card Wednesday that I know of, anyway. Not a problem. I picked up on that, Chris. You're good, brother. You're solid. You're solid, man. Oh my. Well, who's even gonna? I mean, who is even? I bet the only one suffering through petard are myself and Mark. Right? None of you guys are watching that crap, right? I saved up to $200. I'm thinking about buying some Star Trek. I'll look into. Oh, there you go, Chuck. Well, you might find some cheap ones. Did you know, says Athena, that the Wrath of Khan book is completely different from the movie? Most novelizations were back then. I can't remember if I read. I bought the novelization when it came out, but I can't remember. The book has expanded storyline that the movie did not have. Okay, I have it somewhere. I'd have to go check. I mean, I probably haven't looked at that thing since 1982, but I bought it. Okay, you watching it too, JT? You're suffering too, yeah? I screwed my computer screen dunk last Friday night, raging against the piece of crap. They're so cheap. They use my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G as a tricorder. Let me ask you something there, JT. How could a tricorder do what it did to that bus? Yeah, don't lower yourself. You're better off. Oh wow, you're watching the first season, Catman. You may want to rethink that. I mean, you're being forced to, or somebody like paid you millions of dollars to watch it or something. That's true. Magic. Well, there are magic tricorders. So I can read a tricorder. I did get to watch the Red Letter Media review though. The last couple, they missed some stuff and they like some. They. I mean, they're spot on about how bad it is. Still, though it sucks, but they were saying they actually said they liked the character of the Borg Queen. I'm like, I like the chick now. I love the lady. I remember her from another show, like 24 or something. Cutie and all. But no. She's a cute one, but man, I don't think the Borg Queen's a good character at all. But the only one I would like Rios if the show was okay. I like that actor. He could be an interesting character, but not in Star Trek. Well, Catman, I hear you. Chuck Lee, what do you guys think about the fan fiction Star Trek movies? If you're referring to the '09 Jar Jar Abrams trash and Into Dumbness and Star Trek Beneath, I personally loathe them to the point of just unhealthiness. I mean, I hate them so much they drive me crazy. I think they're absolute filth, and they're pretty much what gave us the horrible. Hello, Keely Chow, Roll Tide. The horrible trash filth we have now are because of that. Les Moonves and Jar Jar Abrams gave us. So I hate those stupid fan fiction movies. Dumbed down garbage from hell, in my opinion. As JT Kirk says, the Borg Queen would immediately just start assimilating people as fast as possible Yes, and cause a plague situation. To not do that is stupid. Stupid it is indeed. It's garbage. Getting my Doomcock rage. Thank you. Oh, I misunderstood you, Chuck Lee, because you said movies. And they're really kind of like fan short things. So yeah, I thought you meant there was a fan series. So yeah, that was my bad. I'm sorry. I like them. I admire them more than I like them. Let me explain that to you. I like Star Trek Continues, Star Trek New Voyages, or Starship Farragut, and those things. I've actually been to the set of Starship Farragut and Star Trek Continues in Kingsland, Georgia. It's wonderful. It's a beautiful, wonderful experience. If you're a fan of the original Trek, I highly recommend it if you can get it there and go see the sets. But personally, for me, they're really good. I mean, Star Trek Continues, Vic Mignogna and that gang, those stories are pure Trek. They're done with love. They're done, written to feel and look and act just like the TV show. And I mean the real TV show, TOS. And I really admire and respect that. And it's not that they're bad actors so much, it's just that they're not those. When I watch Star Trek, if I'm watching, it's still like watching imposters to me. When I'm watching something that, especially something that looks so much like the original series, sets, costuming, effects, everything. Well, yes, they're updated effects, but and these people speaking those lines as those characters, and they're not Shatner and Nimoy and Kelly and Doohan and Nichols and so on and so forth. It always rings a little hollow to me. I watch it, enjoy it, it's okay, but it's not the same as watching the original series. But I really respect it, and I just admire the hell out of those people. The work they put into it, the love they put into it, just shows fans do the best stuff, and because fans are the ones that care the most. And Star Trek right now is owned by scum that don't even love it. They don't like it. They don't care about it. They don't respect it. In fact, they hate it, and they hate everyone who loves it. Whereas, this is, and again, these are creations of pure love, and I have to, whether I'm ultimately entertained by it or not, and I'm usually fairly entertained by it, I have to really respect it. And I do, and appreciate it that they do this. And that Star Trek Continues, and there's New Voyages, which I've watched a little bit. I've seen mostly Star Trek Continues, New Voyages, and Starship Farragut. I've seen a little bit of that, and of course, those are nice people who run those things. That I've got to know. I got to know a few of them who are running Star Trek Farragut, Starship Farragut, and so I have every respect and admiration for the YouTube Trekkers, and it's a shame they got treated like garbage by Paramount and CBS, but then Star Trek, everything, all real Trek's been treated like garbage by Paramount and CBS. So why would they treat fans any? They treated fans like shit anyway. So now they treat fan filmmakers like shite. There's the troublemaker right there. Mark ED with a CC. Yeah, hey everybody, don't tell him what we're planning to do to him tomorrow night. Let him sweat. Don't tell him our big secret. There he is. So you have a link if you feel like it, dude, but if you're tired, don't worry about it. But yes, now we're thinking about putting you on trial for war crimes, making me watch STD. I tell you, but Clobberin Times promised to vaporize anyone who told with the very odd T disruptor. Yeah, Mark D. I mean, Mark D. is committing all kinds of atrocities on YouTube. He put Mad's face. Poor old Mad Mardigan, man. What did Mad Mardigan ever do to you, dude? Wow. I'm gonna stick up for Mad on this one. Oh, shiter. There he is.
I got to stop laughing. I'm laughing too hard.
Torturer.
Hey, hi, everyone.
I've decided to change your name to Mark Amata. You know, Torquemada the Torturer? Well, you're Mark Amata.
Oh, God.
And the cruelty to poor old Mad Mardigan. And now, I told everybody what you did to me.
Oh, well, I had to. I know, but I had to share the pain with LT. And
what are you, Cybok?
Oh, sorry, I sideboxed you, but
your pain.
The pain.
It runs deep. Share it with me.
Oh, the pain. But you had to admit that I was trying. Well, the contest was who was worse, Raffi or Tilly, and I think I proved my point. Because
I had no time to prepare a case. I needed to call for like a recess to go gather. I don't have the clips you have of Raffi.
Yeah,
but I accept that it's a good possibility that she might. But remember, I've sat through more of her than I have Tilly. You sat through more of Tilly than Raffi.
Yep, she's had more episodes. Yeah, so
yeah.
But I mean, just the horror that was those. Just to recap, I don't know if you described it, but she was. Imagine sitting with your commanding officer, and Toth is obviously a military person, so imagine sitting there and telling your commanding officer, well, I'm trying to expand my horizons, get in my comfort zone. So I tried mac and cheese tonight. And then she spits it out.
Steve
really? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, she tried mac and cheese to break out of her comfort zone. As an officer, she's like, I'm trying to become a captain someday, so I'm going to suffer through mac and cheese.
Wow. I mean, the torture.
And then her sword fighting ability, and then she's dropping the sword, and like she gets a sword from these Romulan assassins, and it's supposed to be this solemn thing. I don't know how the other actors kept a straight face, and I think she's actually a good actress because they did the Mirror universe, and she turned her character into a quote unquote badass, and I was like, how does this fit? I mean, Tilly's a blithering idiot. So picture someone handling, Worf handling someone at Bathleth, and they drop it and it hits them on the feet, hits on the floor. Worf would go crazy. And then she gets in this big fight with these super assassins with swords in space because, of course, their assassin group can't have any energy weapons. Don't ask me why. You die in a second. And she's able to hold her own in a sword fight with like these armed assassins. Oh, it's just. Oh,
you might. No, I think you made your case, but wow, that's exactly right. STD is the disease. And the Orville is the cure. Good one, JD Lewis.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's a good one, yeah. And then to continue my rant, then they're copying the Galileo 7 on the next episode, which is probably my all-time favorite episode. And there's cadets, and of course they crash land and something, and they're arguing and they're bickering with Tilly. And she's supposed to be the commanding officer, who's going to be captain someday, and they're all fighting about what they're going to do and how to survive. So I had to play that clip, but it was just like, this is supposed to be Starfleet, and they're supposed to work together. And then the first thing they do when they get on the shuttlecraft, it's like being at summer camp. Like, tell us your name and some of your interests and who you like to hang out with and where you're from. It's like, this is a military academy. It's not a campfire. It's not summer camp. So, it was just, and you have to admit how horrendous that was. I mean, it wasn't.
Did you see what they're doing to the military today? They might be pretty accurate by the time we get to that century.
I hope not.
We'll be all dead. So
yeah.
The human race wouldn't survive a military being like that.
Oh, God, no, it wouldn't. But I know one of my buddies, his son is just trying out for SEALs right now. So there are some shining stars out there.
Do they teach him instead of like kung fu? They teach him like hugging and techniques.
No, the SEALs are kicking ass. They had one kid who finished. They're doing like a pre-test. They do like 3 days of testing and physical fitness, and he went through on a broken leg. And at the end, I guess they did a medical test. It's like you survived this with a broken leg, all these tests and everything. So I think he'll obviously get to the next step. And my buddy's
then they hugged him, right?
Yeah, but
There better be a hug in there somewhere. I'm going to really be, offended.
Yeah, I don't, could you imagine General Patton hugging
Instead
anyone?
of slapping that kid, he hugged him. Oh,
Yep. So
he's crying.
that ain't gonna happen. Yep. But I just had to. I got to clip those and maybe probably get a copyright strap to a short clip or put Mads in it. No, just kidding, Mads.
Poor Mads.
Yeah.
You remember you didn't like at that time that Kirk and Khan hugged it out and everything was fine?
They said they were going to have Earl Grey tea and talk over their differences.
How about when Kirk and the Gorn fought and if Kirk had just hugged him,
Yeah,
everything would have been fine.
Yeah.
Hey, come get me up, Captain. We hug things here with the Gorn. We hug each other. Then the Metron says, "What a bunch of wussies."
Well, that's the thing. It's like the show keeps getting worse. I mean, if you compare the seasons of STD, like the first season, I have to say, is actually as bad as it was. Is actually better. I mean, the characters now, it's written like bad fan fiction because I've read some good fan fiction, but they're just hugging and crying and weeping. And it's all about building each other up and giving each other compliments all the time. I mean, Kurt Brady. I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, I guess maybe I'm a Gen Xer. Maybe that's everyone didn't get a participation trophy when we grew up. I don't know, but it just maybe it's this generation. Maybe it's social media. Everyone's got to know everyone else's feelings. But
get down and give me 50, you maggots. Oh, but they'll give you a hug.
That'll give you a hug. Yeah.
Get down and give me 50 hugs, you maggots. I mean, you maggots, if you feel like it. I mean, just I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or anything. Watch Heartbreak Ridge. Would they like a remake of Heartbreak Ridge, but from like the CW?
Well, they actually lowered for punishment at the military academies. They lowered how many push-ups. I think I heard it was 20 push-ups at a time they could make you do, or then you have to take a break. This is at the academy, not at not in the service, but there's like a limit on what they can make you do for punishment.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So
that's not going to work for Sergeant Hulka.
No, well, Sergeant Hulka would his big toe. He would have been kicked out probably if he made some.
I know a guy. I know a real life situation. I think I probably told you about that was happening. Anyway, Sergeant Hulka with the big toe is going to see how far you can stick. No, Sergeant. I mean, you guys try to get some rest. Will you? It's really early. It's really late. We have a lot to do tomorrow. Oh God! See how far you can stick it up your ass. Yeah, buddy. Sure. We're dead meat. We're dead meat if that's. I mean, we won't last another couple of years, much less of the 23rd century.
Oh God!
With idiots like Tilly and Michael Burnham and the friggin'.
No, it's just not gonna. It's not gonna happen. But they're just so. It's just the stories are so bad. I mean, but we'll talk about something good though. I watched TMP on Paramount Plus, the new 4K, and it's. I mean, I love the director's cut, so I think that's really the only version you should watch of the motion picture. But it was stuck on DVD format, and I'd admit it, I'm a snob when it comes to the 4K and good surround system, and you want to get as close to that movie experience as you can. If you I know it's expensive, and I don't have a super duper system, but I have a pretty decent one.
Wouldn't look any different on mine. TV sucks. Yeah.
But I mean, it's just the picture's so clear. They're actually it's telling the story a lot better because they actually trimmed some scenes. They added Spock on Vulcan to explain, the Kulinar discipline, and there's just the special effects, the music. It's just so damn clear. I mean, yeah, I always love the movie, and I think it keeps going up on my list of favorite movies. And the missus today was like, I've had it playing like nonstop, just even walking around the house. We're upstairs. She's like, "What's that noise?" I have a huge subwoofer, so it can rumble that was my key when I bought a subwoofer when I watched Star Trek. It had to be able to rumble the room. So she's like, "What's that noise?" I'm like, "That's the motion picture playing Star Trek." I'm like, "You want to watch it with me?" She's like, "No, but no." But it's just if you have a chance, I don't know if you can sign up for free or for 1 month. I think it's $6. So that's the other thing some people were saying. Some streamers like if you do sign up for it, just watch the good stuff, and then they know what you're watching too. So if they see you sign up and watch TMP and all the classic Trek and old Magnum PI, and for a month, if you do it just to watch that, it's for $6, it's worth just watching that movie, I think. But it's just, we'll probably talk about it tomorrow night. But I'd like
we'll talk about
set
it tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'd like to set up a watch.
But you don't want to give a rating to be hard and shit.
No, we just never watch it, right?
Yeah, you do watch it.
I do, but just so I can talk about it. But I'm saying, if anyone says, "Oh, I don't want to give money to, to Paramount," but if some of the other stream, I don't know if it was Gary or some of the streamers were saying, just go watch all the good old stuff, and they know everything you're watching, all the analytics. So, if everyone signs up and watches TMP and cancels their subscription, they'll know, right? I mean, but it's worth it for the $6 just to watch that. You rent a movie now. What's it, $3 or $4, $6? To rent a movie digitally. So it just and the great thing is the director Robert Wise kept telling the people he worked on the director's cut, keep working on Paramount. Let's get this done in HD, because he wanted everyone to have the director's cut be the final version of the movie, because he was so rushed. They had that December deadline, and the first special effects house in works. They had to get the guy that did 2001, Douglas Trumbull, and it was a real rush to get it out. So when they did the director's cut, it was a labor of love, and unfortunately he passed away. But he kept pushing, let's get it done in HD, for the next generation. And it's just so good. It's just so good to watch. It's the stuff with V'ger is just so amazing how good it is now, because you actually can see the story. It doesn't make the story better, but it tells a much better story. It's just so, I sound like fanboy, but it's just so good. It's such a great movie. It's such a Star Trek movie.
I love it.
The story. So yeah,
Chuck Lee. Let me answer Chuck Lee here, who is a fan of TMP also. If you're speaking of Robert Meyer Burnett's Post Geek Singularity, yes, I'm a big fan of that gentleman. He's actually been on my show once before on a round table we did about a year ago. I'm a big fan of, if you're speaking of the great RMB, yes, I admire him very much. And I do like the Post Geek Singularity. And I do watch his channel whenever I can. And yes, I think highly of him. And he's
he's a great guy. It'd be fun to maybe have him on for a segment to talk about TMP.
He's excited about the 4K one as well, like you are.
Yeah, he might be fun. If we ever do have a guest on, he might be fun to talk a little Trek. One of them.
He is a Trek master. He knows his Trek more
Free
than anybody I
Enterprise.
know of.
Yeah, watch
Free Enterprise. I love that movie.
Oh, that's so good. Yep.
You finally saw it? You finally saw it?
So I've got to finish watching it. I watched that depressing episode of UFO today. Oh my God.
That was
disturbing.
Have you watched the episode of the Square Triangle yet?
No, I stopped.
Oh my God.
That was the last episode I watched today. So I'm trying to get back into shape. So I watch one episode a day on the exercise bike. So I finished my TNG for the week. So I'm on the UFO. And
one you watched was the most heartbreaking one.
Oh my God, that's
the Square Triangle to me is the most disturbing one.
That's the disturbing one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I don't know if we can give we don't want to give spoilers for 40-plus-year-old show, but just what happens to one of the main characters. Something happens that usually never ever happens in a show, where just say it's a tragedy that happens to the main character. Normally the character is able to do something or figure something out, and there's a twist at the end of the episode, and you think, well,
that was so heartbreaking, man.
You just think it's still going to work out, it's still going to be okay.
Yep.
And it wasn't. And the mom that was, or the other actress did a great job acting on that too, I thought.
Well, and here's the thing: it was home. That's pretty disturbing stuff. That's disturbing.
Yep.
But it's also pretty disgusting with a lot of the, it was really shock disturbing as well, which, yes, it was, Athena. The subtlety of this show, and subtle without, I mean, really subtle, and can still be very disturbing without being, gratuitous. In this case, the episode you're talking about, though, was really heartbreaking. once you see that other one, it's just man. It's funny how this show looks like a kiddie show, a puppet show. It has all the trappings of the marionette shows, with the and all the ships and all that stuff. Yep. And the plot, even the plot, which is good, is like basic science fiction. It is no kids show. Jesus Christ, I'm bummed out that I'm at the end of it. Now I want to watch them in production order.
Yep. Yeah. So the name of the episode was "Matter of Priorities." Question of priorities. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the lead character, Straker, is the commander, has to, he's got to put his duty above what might be a personal choice, and that personal choice, ends up not working out. And for it's without giving away too much, but you should watch the episode. But it's
not too you long could actually that one. Huh?
You could watch just the good thing about it. I love these anthologies. You could just plop that episode on and just enjoy it or be depressed, without really needing to know the, it has more of an impact knowing the characters, I think. But it's UFO, episode 9, it was it, or 8? Yeah, production order. But
the order now. You had question about it. You're a few episodes away from the square triangle,
and that's a very disturbing one.
It's disturbing. It's mind-boggling to me how disturbing it was without being no shock value.
Yeah,
not sad, just like it'll make you feel uneasy about everything. I mean, it's like, whoa, the morality of it's just, and again, you see that, I can't believe they did this.
Like Athena's talking about home. Yeah, I still remember watching that episode when that first came out. That was one of the most terrifying, disturbing episodes ever of TV. This is more of a moral choice, disturbing.
Not so much disturbing as just sad. But
sad, but disturbing in terms of what happened to the character. And of course, today, that character would have, most times chosen family over duty, and they were crying in the hallways, and he doesn't even tell his coworkers.
No one even knows about it ever. Probably
no one knows. Right? Never knows.
They had to know that his, what happened to, I mean,
eventually
when he went to the funeral, that sort of thing. But
but he didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything why he's doing what he's doing, and he kind of maybe used the system a little bit, but as soon as they had to make that, the main choice was to protect the Earth or the planet. He went with his duty and versus family.
There's another one that's almost similar to it. Later, the last episode, kind of, and it's almost as heartbreaking, but not quite that level, but close.
Close, yep. Yeah, so
poor old Straker, man.
God, what a choice! And
I love Straker.
Jerry Anderson too. It's Thunderbirds are go, and the great grew up those kids shows,
right?
But like
you
said,
no kid show.
It's not a kid show. It's and Raquel just super loves it. I think it's up there for me, but maybe not. I'm enjoying the show and I like it.
I'm the same way. I mean, it's not my top 10 or anything. It might be. I don't know, but it might make my top 25 now. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's good TV. Well done TV. The only thing that, nitpick, here's the engineer nitpicking. They should have more than 3 interceptors and 3 tanks. And, they should have bases everywhere around the world.
A lot more than 3 interceptors and a lot more than skydivers. So they have, I think they only have 1 skydiver, though.
I think they reference in some of the stuff they have more than 1 skydiver, but it's they should have. Yeah, they should have the world. Of course, I guess it was set in the future back. Well, set in 1980, but which was the future when the show came out. But they should have more. That's the funny thing. The 3 interceptors. They should have more, but the interceptors are a cool concept. But so they've got the space station. Is it SID? What's the space station called? The that's watching. The satellite.
SID.
Yeah, so they have a satellite that kind of reminds me of Orac a little bit.
The purple-haired girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just talks. I mean, it just gives warnings to us. Doesn't have a personality.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, it's a fun TV series, but also very serious because the fun parts are like the ships and
That
the
one there's a
gadgets
gut
and
punch, man.
wowzers. Yeah, that was really really a rough one. So here's the Wikipedia. And there's also some fan sites that are really good that dedicated to it. And
Phantoms and Outsiders asked earlier where to watch it, and I told him, "You got the watch order there because he's going to want." I told him where it's on YouTube. So but he might Phantom. You want to check out that watch order if you have that.
well, if you go to this Wikipedia that I just posted, if you scroll down to episode viewing lists, someone did a great job. So you can actually click prod order, ITC order. So the prod order is the way you want to go.
Go prod order, Phantom, if you watch it.
So,
yeah, I wish I had started that way.
Yeah, so if you go down to that list there, you can it's nice. You can sort that list. So, for example, most of it's in. Let's see. I think like Exposed is should be episode. Oh, it's 5. Yep. So they rotate how they the viewing. So ITC I guess showed everything out of order, which is really really weird. But yeah, definitely to go with the prod order. I'd say. Yeah. And here's another website I'll put in too that has the prod order there. Yep. So UFO series. Yep.
So you're watching it in prod order.
Yep. I think it might be on Internet Archive. Sometimes you can find things. I think it's on Amazon right now. Some of them were
YouTube's got them all. They're good copies. They're off of. They've been there for a few years.
Yeah.
But they're probably taking off one of those DVD sets or something. Somebody just ripped them up there. But they are in that order. That shows on the part where it says the old air date order or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess they've been shown before. Different. I guess DirecTV had it for a while. Everything always changes on streaming. I don't think it's on BritBox though.
I don't think so. It's not. It's not here anyway. Athena.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here tonight. Really appreciate you. Have a great night.
Take care, Athena.
No, it's not on the BritBox here, but as you know, Amazon and Netflix are nuts. For example, someone was telling me that Netflix Canada still has all the Star Trek on there.
Yeah,
but not here. Only DS9 there.
Only DS9 is the last man standing. Yep, the last station standing. Yep.
Who knows?
Well, until their contract runs out, I'm sure. So
it's weird that they weren't all at the same time.
Yeah, I guess so. Who knows when they set up these contracts too? Paramount maybe it had no streaming service, and they probably just said, "Oh, each time it's 5 years or whatever the heck it is." And then now that they're doing their own streaming service, it makes business sense to me, right? I mean, I know we all miss it on Netflix, but it makes business sense.
Or does it?
Well, if you're gonna, the idea is to drive people to your streaming service, right? So Disney Plus is all the Daredevil and those series back. They got the rights back, the broadcast rights. So, I mean, I guess they consider Star Trek their one of their main draws, so they're gonna want all those shows on their network. So,
okay, Athena, thank you. She was talk earlier. Athena was talking about the Jocasta storyline.
Okay.
She was concerned, with how that story went down. Yeah, I remember the Norval 201 issues after reading, but yeah, there may be a trade or an Epic collection that puts those. Who knows? But yeah, okay.
Sure. Yeah, because 92 came out in June of 82, right? Now that I remember, we were watching the Comic Rec, and then the annual came out in 93. So when we fought the champion, yep. So because when we did the thing with the Wolverine, right, we're showing what came out that month. So yeah, those were good. It's been years since I read those, but that was a good story. Yeah.
Well, Athena was saying that early on that reading old Avengers stuff that the Avengers really treated Jocasta like crap. I haven't read those in a long time. So I don't know. I remember Jocasta not getting it, not really, you didn't see her that much. But anyway, I didn't see it all because I was doing this, but apparently Athena and Phantom Outsider had a long discussion about it.
Yeah, because wasn't
Earlier.
she by Ultron? I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, created to be the Bride of Ultron.
Ultron, right? Yeah, like a Bride of Frankenstein.
Based on Janet.
Yeah, right.
Based on Wasp. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was. That was a. She's still. Let's see. What was her last appearance? Let's see.
I guess they got. Well, she probably may have been brought back for modern day, but from back then,
Yeah.
did they kill her or something? Or
Yeah.
destroy her, whatever.
It was an interesting. Yeah, it was interesting character. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they probably did treat her like. They got to go back and reread those. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely, Athena. Thank you.
Oh, Machine Man found her
reread.
head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Machine Man found Jocasta's lost head. That's right. Yep. Interesting.
I told J-Man was here earlier. We just out of the blue, I've decided, and if he does it, I'll probably have to do the show earlier, but if not, I don't know, maybe I'll do it on a Wednesday night or something, but my next review, I think, is going to be this.
Great. Oh, that's a cool one. I'm trying to remember when I read that. I've read
so
that
long,
before.
so I read
I
this one.
must have read that.
I loved it, but it's been so long.
That's a crazy idea for a comic, but they made it work, right?
Yeah, even I was like, as a kid, was like, huh?
That's gonna be
Really?
a quick fight, right? Of course,
Yeah,
Batman figures out a way to fight everyone, right? So
yeah. Yeah, that's just great art by Garcia Lopez as well. Oh, it's fantastic. You saw my new shirt?
I didn't catch that. What?
My new shirt?
Oh, I love that shirt. Yeah. Except someone said the Enterprise is on fire.
Yeah, that was so hilarious. Those old gold key covers with.
Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously where it's taken from. It's like, you know, with the friggin' fires coming out of the damn primary, secondary hull and the nacelles. Because the guy, you know, the guy who was doing those, they had not seen the show.
Yeah, they had no idea, right? I mean, oh yeah, spaceship is a rocket ship, right? It's gonna have flames, right? All
They just,
like Buck Rogers, right?
They just thought it was a freaking rocket ship. So yeah. It was Marvel 2-in-1 issues 19. Yeah.
Machine Man. I love
Man
Machine Man. Yeah.
fought against Ultron. Again, just by themselves. Jocasta sacrificed herself. Gotcha. I bought those when they came out anyway.
Yep, I got those off the rack. Yep,
pretty sure I did.
Yeah, because that was when Wolverine. That's when we were looking up. It was fun to see, you know, that spinner rack to see. Well, Wolverine was out that month, and limited series, and also Hercules, and a bunch of other. You know, God, there was some great comics that month.
That's true, Steve Arnott. They did do some of that on some of those old James Blish novels. Let's see if this is from a Blish novel. Instead of a gold key, I think it's from a gold key, but it just looks like a gold key, but it might be from a novel.
I'm going to pull up all the gold key covers, and you pull that up.
Yeah. Every one of them, cheers.
I got Blish. Yeah.
This is really the kind of thing we should be doing tomorrow night, but
yeah,
got a few more.
Do a few minutes, yeah.
James Blish Star Trek books. James Blish is the one who adapted all the episodes. See, let's do it on this. This is the first. I think this is the first Blish book right here. And see, it's got fire coming out of the.
Oh, we can't see it because the
I didn't see it yet.
Oh,
I didn't even share it yet. Anyway, I'm an idiot. That tired. Let's see. Sorry, everyone. A little vamping music for you. Sorry. All right, here we go. So yes, of course you can't see it that well. You see the fire coming out of the freaking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I don't see it as a gold
Does
key right
anyone-
now.
Does anyone have the classic "Beam Me Up, Scotty, This Planet Sucks" T-shirt? I had that in the '80s.
Yeah.
I had that shirt in the '80s, dude. Yeah, no kidding.
Right?
My chat's freezing up on me. Fuck. See if I try that, if it'll fix it. That did. Wow, I think. Yep, the shuttle bay is on fire. I think it's a gold key, but it could be one of the books.
I can show all the gold keys real quick.
Okay.
Let me see if this will work. Let's see here.
It looks very gold key. Hang on. Okay. Did you put something? Oh, no, not yet.
Yep, there we go. Yep. Oh, let me go. Oh, let me go to that. Hold on. Let's. Where did it go here?
Metamorphosis. What rail?
Oh, that's my script. That's my background. I have the. So here's the first. I just have it on a slideshow going.
You sure did, Matthew Pounder. I used to have that issue of Justice Inc. Kirby did an issue of Justice Inc. too. I think he did the second issue. If you're talking about that mid '70s DC first issue special thing or whatever it was, or no, the Justice Inc. series. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, those there are the some of those with the logs, but these are the regular issues.
This is regular gold. This is regular gold.
When you start getting into the painted covers,
let's see.
A lot of photo covers and stuff.
These are just fun to look at either way, right?
Oh
For a minute. Yeah.
What the hell?
I love these gold keys. I wish I had. I think I have one or two of them. It'd be great to have a few more of them. Yep. George Washington's alive and well. Watch out, Mr. Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was one of Raquel's favorite covers, I think.
Yep. James Bama. Yeah, I love James Bama. He was a great artist. Doc Savage, artist extraordinaire.
That's another great cover too. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Doc Savage movie from the '70s, by the way?
Nope.
With Ron Ely.
I'm gonna have to watch it now, right?
By George Powell. Well,
that's all right.
It's pretty messed up. It's pretty very campy. It was like 10 years after the Batman TV show, and they made it campy. But it's Ron Ely's in it. It's weird stuff. George Powell, who made the Time Machine, actually made it.
Spock with a red shirt. What's going on?
I don't know. That was probably a screw up.
Yeah.
He's fighting mummies.
Yeah. Planet of Doom children.
It would be fun to know the issue that's from. Yep.
Yeah, so we're on around number. What number is it? Oh, yeah, there were no numbers on the gold key covers. That's right, too, to open up on the inside. So
never run the covers.
So I think that's 24. This is 25. It's up to 25 now. And some of these were just different. It was the Whitman versus. Yeah. It's got Whitman versus Gold Key cover. So, and then this is just the program. Some of these scans are bad, but that's like comic-based software that I have.
It's even though it's a Gold Key look, that doesn't necessarily mean that's from a Gold Key comic. But
you know what you can do actually with Google? You can actually take that image and do a search on that image and see where it comes up.
How do you do that?
You can do it on your phone. So you actually go into your phone and you they call it Lens, Google Lens, and then you scan it that way.
I have no idea how to do that.
Well, if it doesn't show up in here, I'll if you put it back up on the screen, I'll try it on my phone to see if it. Sometimes it actually works. It'll pull up similar pictures and shows you where the photo comes from. Yeah, like the dragon, crystal dragon. Yeah.
I'm beginning to think it's not Gold Key. Look at that.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It does. No, I don't think it is Gold Key. Now I'm starting to think it's from something else that I saw. I've seen that before, by the way. I know that image.
Yeah, I've seen it before too, but it's just where is it from, right? Yeah.
I guts to know. I know somebody will probably know. I mean, one of my friends will see it and remember.
Well, we just got a few more. I think how many gold keys were there? 58. 59. Oh no, it would have been 57, I think, or 58. Let's see, because these are actually.
Might be from
Then
one
they
of
had
those,
trades. Yep.
might be from one of those UK Star Trek comics.
Oh, looks like 61. There were 61 total. Yep.
Well, Enterprise just looks screwed up right there.
Yeah. Look at this
Wah!
one. Kirk punches in a watery world of monsters. Man.
And hugs them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're photo cover again.
Yep. What
Oh,
was that? Look at that. It looks like a Mad
This
Mad
friggin' guy
magazine
looks like
version.
Mad.
of
Does look like
Spike,
it.
doesn't it?
Looks like Mort
The
Drucker.
proportions are off there. Yeah.
Wow.
It'd be like if I drew it. And Dorian. That's a cool Enterprise there.
Little
Yeah.
minimalist there. That's a good one.
Yeah.
The Companion. That's a sequel to Metamorphosis. Look at that.
Wow.
Did
Professor
Whitman reprint the gold keys? Yes. Well, some of them. There was some Whitman reprints, like right there.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why they have two different versions of the cover. So you'll see
Yeah.
the
They
Whitman
owned
version.
them. Western really owned them, so
Was the price the same too? Sometimes the price was 5 cents
it varied.
different.
Yeah.
That's a nice Enterprise there. Huh? Spock versus Dan Slott. I think Spock. I vote on Spock.
That was a really good looking Enterprise.
That was good. Yeah,
What are you guys doing at the Guardian Forever? Shit.
Yeah, I like they have the TV screen on the cover too. Just to remind you, it's from a TV show.
It's a TV show. Yep. Y'all mean J.R. Schlock TV show?
To air as Vulcan.
God damn it, we're on a TV show. Look at you. To air as Vulcan. Wow, that ain't nice at all. Goddamn humans.
Yeah, right.
That's a rare, like, comic art cover with no painting or no photos. Al McWilliams, probably. I'd say maybe Al McWilliams on that one, Matthew. I had some of those. I used to sell some of those logs anyway. They were expensive by the time we got them. That one, and this one, and this one. Yeah, I remember. Like, and then they see the cover price. We had them for. I forgot. At my shop, at the shop I ran in the early '80s, for like $10 a pop already.
Yep. So that's the gold key. So actually, if you put that screen up, or the screenshot of your shirt again, I'm going to try Google Lens on the screen.
Chuck, I think they did. There have been some compilations that were omnibus-like. Eagle Moss has done some books with a lot of compilations and omnibuses of those Gold Key Star Treks and many other different Star Treks, the Marvel ones, and the DC ones and stuff. So yeah, there are plenty of them out there, like similar to omnibuses, not quite omnibuses, but yeah, big collections. I know that image.
What actually worked to come up with, I did a search. I found a place to buy it actually on a T-shirt from the phone, so it actually did work, but it doesn't say.
T-shirt.
Yeah, it doesn't. T-shirt. Yeah, but it's not saying where the image is. Let's see if I click on it.
That's taken off of a product somewhere.
Yeah. But saying, just it's showing the T-shirt.
Public, yeah.
Doesn't say where the image is originally from. Let me do a screenshot this way. But yeah, no, it's a classic. I've seen that before, like you said, when you posted it. But it's definitely, unless it's in a gold, it could be in a Gold Key issue too. Don't forget, like maybe not on the cover.
It could be. Because inside there was all kinds of shots. That's a good point. Because there were all kinds of shots of the Enterprise. Of course, that looks terrible, that damn tit coming down from it. But and there was all kinds of shots of the Enterprise flying around with fire coming out of the back of it.
Yeah. So maybe that could be just a guess, but that could be an interior issue.
Let me see something here. Let me try a little search here. Sorry for the typing, folks. Oh dear, oh dear. All right, let's see here. I'd have to. Okay, look at this. Let's share this here. That was a good call you made. See some of the. I mean, that's not it, but I'm just saying, some pages and that it's got stuff coming out of the back. I don't know. That's from something, man. Man, it's killing me.
Yeah.
It really does look like a gold key thing you see on the gold key, but you showed all the issues. So it might be Star Trek UK.
We got some Star Trek geniuses in the chat, so someone will know.
I'm gonna find it.
Someone will find out. Yep.
That's something. Oh, look at this here. Look at the nacelles blasting.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's some inspiration. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know. Damn it! Now I'm. Well, yeah. It's a throwback anyway, so I love it anyway.
It's a great image. Yeah, it's really cool.
What about
Googling Flaming Enterprise?
Let's see.
Computer.
Hello, computer. A keyboard. How quaint.
Oh, I found one.
Whoa, what, who, how, what, when?
Flaming. It's not the same one, but it's, kind of close. Well, here, I'll just share, share my screen.
Look at this one with the fire coming out of the back. Want to share? Yeah.
I mean, it's not exactly, but it's another fun
Hey, Pleasant Valley.
Hey, Pleasant Valley.
Good to see you there.
Let's see here.
Yeah, not the same one either, but
I mean, it's fun though.
Yeah. Because they did it a lot in the comic. I mean,
yeah. So if you scroll down here, I got. Where did it go? Flaming Enterprise. Go back. Oh, because it opened it.
That might be from a UK.
Look at this one.
Hang on.
Close. Oh, yeah. Not exactly.
It's not that, but yeah, at least it's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try something here. But yes, I might be from a UK. It's you. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Oh, that looks more like that kind of art too. Still too crude though.
Like, it's too crude, but it's close, but not.
See, it sort of reminds me of this kind of art. Let me show you. But it's so crude. It's got to be from something else. It's not from a comic. I'm now becoming convinced it is not from a product of some sort. From a product of some sort that came out really early. Oh, I wonder. No, couldn't be. Let me look. Wait, let me try something here. Sorry, folks.
A toy, maybe? That would be funny if it's a toy.
A toy. I think it's probably from a toy, but I want to check something first.
Like a phaser or something, or.
All right, let's see here. D. Not that one. Damn it. Yeah, it's worth a shot, see? That's Mission to
gotta try
Horatius. I have that book. That's the first official Star Trek book ever. And it's not first really. It's actually it's not. They always say Spock Must Die is the first novel from Pocket Books because this one was same or younger readers. They said, but no, this is a Star Trek novel. And of course, I don't have the original, but they did a reprint of it back in like the 80s or 90s.
Yeah,
and I got it, of course. See that? That's the original right there.
Oh. I mean,
Okay, this is one I got because it had this special collector's item out of print for more than 30 years. The Lost Star Trek novel. That's when I got it. It came with that on there.
Nice.
Yeah. So, God, man, now it's gonna bug the crap.
It's gonna bug it. Yeah, till we find it.
I saw it, and it's a really silly looking Enterprise. I thought it was kind of fun, throwbackish. Now I might throw the shirt in the garbage.
Well, it's got to be from something old. That wouldn't be a vintage, a new image. So obviously, it's.
Oh no, yeah, it's old for sure.
It's old, yep. But I've seen that somewhere. But I'm trying to do the Google Lens thing on it. But let's see here.
Didn't work. Huh? Oh, you want to?
But it did actually come up. It did come up with like a bunch of different places where you could buy that shirt with that image, but it doesn't say where the shirt is from. Where the doesn't give any credit to the artist there. Unfortunately,
it might be toys.
Yeah, there were some really funny toys at the like artwork on toys, because they had no
toys.
They had no idea what what the like you were saying, what the Enterprise would
Dinky toy, I bet you.
Yeah. Let's see
here. Well, I thought it might be a Dinky toy because it looked like something like that. You'd see. Remember Dinky toys?
Oh, I love Dinky toys. Yeah.
Oh, they got a Space 1990.
I think I have the Enterprise. Vintage Dinky toy.
No, it's not a Dinky. I remember that. There's that ad from. It was always in the back of comic books for the Dinky toys. Let's see here.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep. It wasn't like and it shot the disc, right? That was the one that shot the disc.
Yeah, it shot the disc thingies, and they got Space 1999 with it as well.
Yep. And the Klingon was blue. Yep. Yeah, I do have. I did get the Wrath of Khan one, but yeah, they were just never that good.
No,
I mean they're okay, but not good. But it's just a great vintage.
The Eagles
item
look pretty cool.
The Eagles good, yeah.
And they got Thunderbirds. Oh, and they got UFO. Is that UFO stuff? No.
Yes, it is. It's the Interceptor.
That is.
Oh yeah, and that's the Shadow.
The Interceptor's green.
Yeah.
Raquel would like to see that.
Yeah.
So it's not a damn Dinky. Huh.
That's very cool. Yeah.
Wish I knew what it was. But I like it anyway. Or do I? Maybe I hate it now.
No, that's really cool.
Might start hating it.
No, I can't hate it. It's too cool to hate. Yeah.
I'm capable of lots of hatred. Not really.
No, not with something like that. Yeah.
Shite. Watch really pissing me off. Damn it. Plus it says, let's see. Was it? Well, Goki art could be a bit crude. Yeah, it was. I don't think the artist quite got the look right. Still, there were fun, some cool cover arts. Hey, Jill. Please. Oh, I'm starting to see you there, Jill. Hey there.
Hi, Jill.
Please don't throw that shirt in the garbage. I might just burn it. I maybe not throw it in the garbage, but I might cut it with scissors and stuff.
Okay, Star Trek Enterprise vintage poster by Angus W. All right, let me visit this website. Let's see if I can.
Just kidding, Jill. You know I'm just kidding. I sold off my comic collection about 5 years ago. To help pay for the rent, I've been there. Hadn't read my comics in many years, so I thought it time to let them go some more. Someone that would enjoy them so much as I had. You're making me feel sad about what I did to my Fantastic Four collection. Oh my goodness. It's good to see you, Jill. So what are you looking for?
I found a website that has a poster of it.
Of it?
Yep. But I'm trying to
Kidding
find.
me.
Yep. Let me see. Enterprise.
Is that what it's called?
Let's see. Well, the artist is Angus W. Agus W. I'm just googling it.
So we know it came from somewhere. I mean, it exists, so it must be somewhere.
Here we go. Let's see. Okay. View all. Here we go. Well, here's a ton of these images. Pixels. All right, let's see. Fine Art America. It could be someone who just grabbed the image and then made it. Oh, God, there's some gorgeous posters on this website.
Well, I mean, the artists who made that, who makes that shirt for cheap, they have different artists. Might have made that art. It's him or herself.
Yeah.
I'm no biologist, so I don't know which it could be one of those, but it and they how about that? Could have made it to, and they were making it to purposely look retro or something. Yeah,
cool, like a retro look. Yeah.
I mean which is perfectly fine. So
let's see here. Star Trek Enterprise.
I don't know, Jill. Don't you think I should throw this thing in the garbage? Seriously. I mean, look how terrible that bottom part looks for the saucer. I kid. What are you doing? Still finding it?
Yeah, I'm still finding it. Yeah, I'm scrolling here. Yep, I'm gonna find it. I found it.
Got it?
Getting close.
Let's
see here. Pixels.
I'm looking for it also, but probably not in the same spot you're looking. Hey, they should have a filth art. I saw
your agonizer, please. Yep.
If you Google Star Trek, DuckDuckGo, sorry, Star Trek retro art, you find all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I found it on T Public. Sometimes T Public tells you. Is that where you got it, or?
That's where I got the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not telling you who did the artwork, right?
They had a sale, and I was getting a shirt for my son's birthday, even though it was late because the shirt I wanted to get him in, and so grabbed one.
Wow, it's a great image. God, I love
something
that,
different.
No, it's fun. It's
I don't know. I think I hate it now. I think I might have to destroy it. I might have to use it as a dish rag or something. What do you think, Joe? I don't know. So, Jill, you think I should? Well, I don't have Raquel here to do that because she'd be shin kicking me.
She'd shin kick you. Yeah, you can't throw that out. Yep, it's too cool. I mean, there are some. Yeah, there are some gorgeous. We're here. I'll just show this.
All right, JD. Have a good one. We're not far behind you, buddy.
Yep.
Have a good night.
So
wow. What's that?
That's Public. But
that's the T Public one? Okay.
Yeah, but here's some cool, retro posters and just great stuff. Look at this one, Shuttle Crew Service. Cestus 3.
Nice.
This is a classic image, James Bama. Yep.
Right. James Bama was one of my favorite artists, right?
Yep. That's a great image.
It was freaking amazing. Have no fear, the man of bronze is here.
I just got this poster on Gary's recommendation. Probably a year ago now.
Wow.
But someone sent Gary this poster and he was showing it. I'm like, I gotta get that. So I have that hanging.
Dude, you know what that poster means to me? Well, that's not the one. Isn't that the one that was on the back of Marvel Comics and DC Comics or Marvel Comics?
Yeah. So this was, if I'm remembering correctly, this was the the not the final poster. Obviously, it was like the teaser poster. They called it. It was in the comics all the time. Yep.
That was where I first started going, oh my God, what is that?
Yeah, because of the square in the
cells. I knew what the show was. I'd seen it a little bit. But I was seeing it on the back of comic books. And then this is before I got the Marvel Super Special.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that sucker back on comic. I'm like, man, I want this.
Yeah.
I want to see this. Wow. And that's the first image of Star Trek that I ever saw that grabbed me. And I'm like, I've got to see this.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew about the show. I only got to see it a little bit. I'm like, oh my God. And I was like, again, seeing this, I was 14, whatever, 15, 14. 15 by the time I saw the movie. But I mean, I'm seeing this thing like way, building up to it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I have to see this.
When I saw Gary show this, I'm like, I got to have this. So,
And it's not even how the ship looked, but still,
yeah, it was off. I mean, and the cells are off, the angle is off a little bit, but still artistically, I just love having this poster. There's two versions of it. There was one I think doesn't have Star Trek the Motion Picture on top. I can't remember. So there's two. There's very minor differences.
This is the one they used for the comic books right there.
Yeah, yeah. But that's you can buy that poster for it's not too expensive these days.
I think this artist probably just did it as a retro throwback to the old gold key look. That's probably that. Well, there it is, where it is right there, but that's just T-Public, right?
T-Public, yeah.
So I don't know. I could ask the artist, I guess. Give them a review and ask them where they got it from.
Yeah, it'd be
after
fun
I burn
to
it,
know if it's
destroy it.
It'd be fun to know if it's vintage. Yeah,
throw it out in the street and run over it. I'm kidding.
Cool.
I'm kidding everybody. I love it. Wah, 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 wah. There you go. Get me a trek. Ready for some trekking.
Yep. It's great to have all these things you can buy out there.
The human adventure. It's just beginning. You like that scene at the beginning of Free Enterprise when Mark Altman said, I can't have you unsupervised kids bothering the patrons. You think I'd be bothering patrons? This is my movie.
My movie.
The human adventure. It's just beginning. I love that. I love Free Enterprise.
All right, everyone. We got to chip in and buy this for Clobberin times.
What?
Shut up, Wesley.
Nah, I wouldn't wear it. Still got him. He's still on the cover.
He's still on the shirt.
I'm not. I mean, even to tell him to shut up, I wouldn't put him on my damn shirt. So that's a shirt. You can do what you want, guys, but it won't get worn. In fact, it will be destroyed, and it won't be the thought that counts, because the thought would be annoying, right?
Yeah.
Ah, you Borges Fratja.
Oh, that's a great one. Yeah.
That's nice art right there.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yep.
Well, there you go, folks.
All right. Well, we could do this for hours.
One of those looks sort of close.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, friends, thank you all for hanging out with us tonight. I know I didn't do a damn thing. I need to start having some content where we hang out and do stuff. We usually do, man. It's Monday night was spectacular, thanks to Mark and LT. So
that was fun. Thank you.
Little business here. Again, everyone. Saturday night. Oh, I had a spin rack video that dropped today too, by the way, folks. First of all, I'll tell you for you.
Yep, don't forget
not
to watch
that it matters.
that.
Yep. Yeah, you could forget to watch it. No one cares. But I'm just saying, and that one dropped today, dedicated to the great Devon Martin. And then of course, that one drops tomorrow. Big whoopee. But anyway, Saturday night, we are back. Saturday night is all right for a fight. Remember that song?
Yeah, Elton John. Yep.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for being here with us tonight. Saturday night Star Trek returns. Well, it was here last week, but I mean, it returns to the reviewing. Hello there, Grifter. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. We were just in the midst of saying goodbye. The great Eric K., thank you so much for being here. The great Chris Persia, thank you. The wonderful Anti-Derivative Jill, great to see you. You can burn the Shut Up Wesley shirt. Yeah, yes, I'd film that. Oh, my goodness. Catman, a.k.a. Didi Myers, Keely Chow, Pleasant Valley, Phantom Outsider, D. Bud Martin, Matthew Pounder, J.D. Lewis, Chuck Lee, thank you so much. Steve Ernest, thank you. Good to see you, friend. The great J.T. Kirk, thank you for being here tonight, buddy. Always a pleasure. Who else was up in here? Who else was up in here? Athena Follower, thank you so much for being here. I think she's already gone, but thank you anyway. Get the shout out, whether they're here or not.
Right.
I'm not sure if I missed any. I hope I didn't miss anyone, folks. But well, it's been that kind
I
of a
hate
night.
doing that. Yep.
Yeah, I try to
Nothing personal.
backtrack.
Yep.
Yeah. If we miss it, it's just because I'm senile, folks. I think Comic Ruth Crusader popped in earlier, and in fact, yes, he did. So hail to him, and I'm gonna let it go at that because I can't remember everybody for sure. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight, and thanks, of course, as always, for joining me and hang out with the great Mark D with the C. What you got going on? Anything to announce?
Well, we just got, of course, the Sunday night geekery, and
Yep.
I'm going to try to do my Wolverine phone review. I'll just
That'll be
have someone
fun.
call me my
you need,
Wolverine phone.
let me know
You
if I can
call
help.
me. You can call me. It's like, is Professor X there? Yeah.
I'll call you,
Yeah.
and you can answer. Go, yes, Commissioner. A very scary Magneto and mutant threatens our fair city, Wolverine man. Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to figure out a watch along for TMP. So maybe I'll do it on like Sunday before my show. Or normally we don't like watch alongs, but that might be fun to do for TMP and then talk about it on
It
Sunday.
might be.
We'll figure
I don't know how I would do
something
it,
out. I'll try to figure something out, but it'll be fun to watch with watch with people because it's just so damn good. You gotta, I mean, it's just one of the all-time great movies. And then with this restoration, kudos to everyone at Paramount and those guys that labor of love that did it. But yeah, Pleasantville, you don't have a 4K player, but if I would got to say when the disc comes out, buy it because you never know when they'll, God forbid, physical media is going away. So and 4K players are getting much cheaper than
physical.
Yep,
Gonna get physical.
Jill, I'm not sure. We'll figure something out. Maybe I got to figure it out technically. I got to ask. Nick Weiser did a few of them, so I think he did it on Discord. But that might be a fun thing to do, and then do like the show, after, or we'll figure it out. Or maybe a Saturday afternoon. I don't know what's good for people, but we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out for sure.
Yep.
Well, thank you all for being here with us tonight. Again, appreciate you. We will, instead of playing out with the normal end credits, please, we love tomorrow night. Oh, what about? I didn't even announce tomorrow night. Please join us.
Oh yeah,
Clobby's Clubhouse.
Yeah,
will be here, and you'll get our wonderful friend, our great commander, R.M. Briggs, and of course, Chief Engineer. We will be here. The Trinity will be here to entertain you. I hope you will be entertained. I hope you will join us. So until then, Zacharot, hello there. Sorry you caught us on us getting out of here, but it's good to see you, Zacharot. Until then, folks, instead of playing out with the
here, this is so fun. I got it. If you just show this, we're going. This is such a bad Star Trek one. I just found this shirt. If you show my screen for a second, sorry.
Oh
my God, this engineer, he always wants to change things. We're going.
I'm
now I'm in trouble.
You're gonna run out of shins. I'm gonna start the shin kicking. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh God, that's a bad one.
Oh my
goodness gracious!
Who wants to bring the agonizer to him first? Woke Breaker, hello there. Good to see you. Sorry. Yeah, we are heading out, man, but it's still good to see you. We appreciate you.
Thanks for stopping by.
For a little while. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Please join us tomorrow night, everyone, for Globby's Clubhouse. It'll be all of us. We'll be on, no doubt, way longer than this, for sure. So, what else? I'm rather than playing us out with our usual credits, I'll play it out with this because our wonderful first officer has works of fiction, and here's where you can obtain them. Good night, everyone. Clobber on, clobberers, and hope to see you tomorrow night and Saturday night.